right. It's been a while, folks. Haven't ridden the Ron in a while. A little bit here and there lately. Basically, what y'all don't know is I had a pretty bad crash and basically broke my collarbone in a few places and the joining socket area of the shoulder. Kind of got fragmented, lots of bone pieces. There really wasn't any availability for any kind of surgery because of where it was so close to the socket. There really wasn't enough to grab onto with like a plate or screws or anything like that. So it's been a difficult recovery so far, but nothing that I wasn't ready to try and conquer. In all seriousness though, it's been tough. I've broken quite a few bones in my body, and this has been one of the hardest to actually deal with and recover. You know, I'm always kind of like a balls to the ball type guy and want to jump into anything quicker than I'm supposed to and try to accelerate the healing process, but this is one of those things that you really can't do that with, and I found out the hard way more than a few times. And yeah, just been dealing with physical therapy and doing some hiking. Some of you might have seen some of the hiking videos, I don't know, but I really haven't done much filming at all. Felt the need to get out and at least just kind of cruise around through my neighborhood and make a little video and update you guys as far as like what I've been up to and stuff. So yeah, I wish there was a really cool story to tell you guys about how I crashed, but I was just taking a ride just like I am right now through my neighborhood and just decided that I was going to go see if I could scout out some trails. And I found a pretty cool trail and decided that I wanted to make it a little bit more than it was, and was bushwhacking down a pretty steep little embankment, and it was a wet day, and apparently I must have just hit a log at a weird angle that was covered up by a bunch of grass, so I couldn't see it, and literally didn't even have a chance to even try to stick out my arms. Basically just the wheel got washed out and spiked literally like between my neck and my shoulder. So I'm actually super lucky that I didn't break my neck, or, you know, it could have been so much worse, and I get that. You can't plan for something like that. And, you know, while I didn't really think anything like that could happen, you know, like even just like the stupidest situations, you can't crash, you can't get hurt. So you really should tell somebody where you're at, somebody at least. And that was kind of probably where I went wrong, is I just got on my bike and started riding. I didn't tell anybody. And, you know, I was 6 miles away from my house and crashed. And as soon as I crashed, I knew something wasn't right. My arm was just kind of limp. But nevertheless, I picked up my bike and managed to get enough wherewithal to actually ride my bike back with a broken collarbone and a broken shoulder the 6 miles back to my house, which was obviously excruciating pain, but like I said, no one knew where I was. It's not like I could really call somebody because I didn't really know where I was, to be honest with you. I mean, I was GPSing it, but I knew that the only person at that point that I could really rely on was myself. And just drove myself back to my house and called my girlfriend, and she came and picked me up and took me to the hospital, and I was pretty positive that I knew it was going to be a broken collarbone, but the extent of which it broke was pretty bad. Even the doctors hadn't seen one broken like that. Usually they're snapped like closer to the middle or closer to the sternum area, which are really easy to fix surgery-wise. And unfortunately, this was not in any good place that we could do surgery, which obviously would have aided in the healing process. But basically, a lot of times with collarbones is you just let them do their own thing. And, you know, really there wasn't much I could do once it was already broken, you know, to try to speed up the process. So it's been slow going and at times a little depressing. But about 2 weeks ago, I decided that as soon as I could straighten my arm out enough to put them on the handlebars, that I was going to try to ride, even though, of course, the doctor said not a good idea, physical therapist said not a good idea, but, you know, we're all going to do what we want to do to make ourselves feel good, and riding the Sur Ron makes me feel good, so, especially when it's a nice day. I mean, come on. I mean, those of you who live in Washington State know that these nice days, especially so early in the year, are hard to come by. I mean, it's kind of like middle spring right now. It's like May 5th. So by the time that I put this video out, it'll probably be closer to the end of the week, May 8th, something like that maybe. So we got to take advantage of these days. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. So kind of just cruising around in eco mode, chatting up with you guys. Hope you guys have been doing good. Hopefully you guys have been doing better than me. But guess what? I'm getting better, and I'm gonna be back at it, making lots of videos, whether they be riding the Sur Ron, hopefully getting to some good trail riding here soon. Definitely plan on getting out as much as possible. I'm hoping by the end of May, I'm gonna be, I'll speed it up here, got somebody behind me. I do have it in eco mode. Should I put it in sport? Let's do it. So I'm pretty sure I left that guy in the dust. So, anyways. Got to, man. Yeah, everybody loves the Ron. Even dudes pushing baby carriages like the Sur Ron. He said, riding in style. He said, you got to. That's how we do it. Yeah, I can't wait to get really back to it. Really tear it up. Take it off-road more. Just trying to get used to it again. You know, one thing that I saw on the Facebook message board was different people that have hurt themselves on the Sur Ron or hurt themselves and decided to sell their bikes. Man, every time I'm on there and I see it, I try to talk people out of it. It drives me crazy. I don't see how somebody could, change it, freewheel. I don't see how somebody could have something that they love so much, and I've seen these same people on the Facebook message group saying about how much they love their Sur Ron and how much they like riding it. And then I've seen several of them either get hurt or whatever and then want to sell it. It drives me crazy. Like, if you love something, how would you want to sell it so quick? I mean, I understand, you know, getting hurt. Guess what? If you ride enough, you're going to get hurt, you know, at least a little bit. You know, I've been riding motorcycles my whole life, and I've never had a crash like this. And so guess what? stuff happens. And, you know, eventually the numbers will catch up to you someday. And they caught up to me. It would have been nicer when I was younger and I could, you know, take it a little bit better, but hey, it happens when it's supposed to happen. And it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, that just drives me crazy. I don't know how anybody could do that. I think people get gun shy. Or just too scared that they're gonna get hurt again. And for me, that's just not a good way to live. And I'm not saying if you decided to do that and you watch this video and you're like, well, screw that guy. You know, hey, we all have our opinions. That's my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but you bet your ass as soon as I was able to get back on this bike, I was all about it. And I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it until I can't ride it anymore or I find something that I like better. I mean, I'm loving this thing. Sur Ron XX. Beautiful day, Pacific Northwest. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys an update of what was going on. And hey, also, like I said, I'm gonna be doing all kinds of riding all over the state, all over Washington. If you guys live in this area, you wanna hook up, let me know. I know a few of you guys on Facebook message board. I think we're all gonna be hitting it up here pretty soon. Anyways, I'll probably ride around a little bit more, but yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Like I said, just wanted to catch you guys up. I appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe, as there's gonna be a lot of content coming this summer. The arm is healing up good, so good times. Also got some sweet mods that are gonna be coming up. If any of you guys made it to the end of this video, I know you guys like the mod videos, so I got more mods on the bike. I'll tell you about it another time, but it's coming. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Bye.